All right, guys, little Central Coast Disc Golf takeover of Jomez Productions. I'm Ian, joined by Jonathan and Michael. Say what's up, guys.
Hey, what's up, Ian? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. A beautiful round you filmed out here at a Mirada Disc Golf course. And we, I guess, brought to by Boom, make some sweet hats. The Flight Records, Stu Mullenberg, shoot some good pics. Overstable Studios does our graphics and takes amazing pictures. And that's us.
That's you.
That's me, yeah. And me and the gang. So we got a pretty ridiculous card, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
Paul McBeth, Simon Lizotte, Devan Owens, Zach Melton, two lefties on the card.
Yeah, we heard plenty of people mentioning that, and it's weird, like, thinking, I'm not sure that we can, any of us can remember two lefties on a four-man card.
Yeah. Doesn't happen often, but two very solid lefties. They actually have really good forehand games, too.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them, I'm pretty sure. So up on the box first is four-time defending world champ, Paul McBeth. Got a Champ Rock 3 in his hands because he throws them that far.
Yeah, 371 feet, I think. And consistently every time you watch every round of him throwing this ball with that same disc.
Yep, there's a UC Maresma over there, director of the Disc Golf World Tour. And Paul with a nice little, just slight ante, but getting some late fade towards the basket. And that parked again. It looks like it.
Pretty consistent.
Yep, did it the first round too. Simon Lizotte, I saw his first round throw almost went in. I don't think you guys were there yet that day.
No, we were still on our way.
Ubering in.
Yeah.
So he threw the Heisner line the first round. And looks like he's got that lined up again. Not exactly sure what he's throwing.
I want to say it's usually like a PD2.
Mm-hmm. Either that, or he's been throwing their new the FD3 recently. Hung it out a little wide, and that would be on the right. Got him.
I think you just got a bad little bounce out right there at the end.
Mm-hmm. This is a really tight hole, OB left and right, and the OB left of the basket's really close.
Yeah, and you can see there is some wind out there, so it's not the easiest shot.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a tailwind or something right here.
Mm-hmm.
Devan Owens, the first of our two lefties, and they are going to be playing it out over the OB pretty much the entire way, and then hoping they don't skip down the hill.
Yeah, that's scary once you get right there, but he sat down.
Yeah, he flirted with it, but stayed in. Longer putt than he wanted. And the second lefty, Zach Melton. He's out of like the south somewhere, Tennessee, something like that. You know?
Tennessee. I'm not sure exactly which city, but it is Tennessee. I know that. Nice.
Heard nothing but great things about him.
Oh, yeah. He's a really nice guy.
Cool. He's got a sweet beard, too, which always helps. You can always trust a guy with a beard. That's what I heard anyway. Yeah,
no.
Pretty good looking pull right there from Zach.
Yeah, aiming right at the geese.
Yeah, yes, that geese's boss just standing right in the middle of the fairway, just daring him. Yeah, so there is a drop zone, it looks like, on hole one here, which Simon is throwing 3 from. Probably get it. Woo! Oh my goodness. Barely stayed in bounds. Going to be taking a 4 most likely. Looking at Devan for a bird. Lucky to stay in bounds right there, Jay.
Yeah.
Could easily go be Simon to save his 4. Nice work right there.
A little rough start, but...
Yeah. If anybody can make up strokes out of nowhere, it's Simon.
Yeah.
And Paul's making this all day, every day.
All day, right down the middle.
Because that's how much he practices.
And Zach with the CTP.
Yeah, how about that drive? Nice little putt right there for bird. So we got 2 pars, 2 birdies. Equally split between our lefties and righties. Actually, no, Simon got a bogey, didn't he?
I was going to say Simon took the drop zone, so he got the bogey.
Did. Unfortunate for him. Paul is 1 down, 1 with Zach. And it looks like Paul's a 2-stroke lead over Zach. And we're kicking over to hole 2, which I believe actually played the easiest of all the holes on the course.
Yeah,
OB's off to the left.
On y'all's coverage, y'all had the certain ratings that they had set up.
Yeah, I pulled those stats from like round 3. I want to say I figured round 1 they were getting used to it, and round 2 was it's some interesting weather as you'll see coming up here.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, I'm glad I was in my cubicle for that.
You picked a good day to not show up.
I sure did. Pretty good looking drive from Paul, a little bit short left. Actually, a pretty decent lefty hole. Zach did leave a little bit off of it, but gave himself a putt for 2. That's within his range. And Dio taking the hyzer line.
That's tough getting around that tree.
Yeah, a little bit long. It's gonna be just outside the circle. Yeah, I think Feldy took the hyzer line with the backhand, like around the tree. Yeah.
I mean, even Simon didn't do that.
Yeah, I know. Surprise, right? If there's a hyzer, Simon will take it 99% of the time. Much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. He went for the flex line.
Mm-hmm. And Devan coming back towards the basket for a bird and making a nice putt.
Very nice putt.
Yeah. And we got Simon for his birdie. Oh. A little weak side chain out.
Yep.
Yeah. And Zach. Keep that birdie train going.
Very nice.
Yep. I guess Paul got a little bit closer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But close enough for him.
Yeah, and wind seemed to die down on this hole too.
Did it? It really picks up on like a top of hole 3. You'll see when it gets up there. At least it did the first round.
Yeah. Well, that's when the weather started pouring in too.
Is it? Oh no. So it looks like Paul still with that 2-stroke lead after matching Zach with birdies. And it's going to take us to hole 3. 748-foot par 4. It's a little bit downhill off the tee, actually, with a low ceiling through all these trees, and then significantly uphill on your second shot. Got to weave through all these palm trees. Got to miss that tree.
Look at this drone flying.
I know, man. Andre did some great work, man. Yeah. Love that drone footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. And Paul busted out a roller with the Star Destroyer. And a little cleaner line than he took the first day. Did you see that video?
Yes, I did.
And Zach just playing the air shot, which you don't see too many of them in this hole, and I think that's probably why.
A lot of people out for the roller.
Yeah. It is a dangerous backhand roller if you're a lefty, though, because you're going to be fading towards the road. Devan plays a nice air shot, though.
Yeah, he got through pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a good setup for a next shot.
And Simon has a mean roller game. And wow. Dang.
He made the most of it.
That was nuts.
Very
I think
nice.
I've seen Paul get that far, but that's about it. That was crushed. And Zach a little bit low in his second shot.
Yeah, it's a tough shot going through those trees in the middle of the fairway.
Mm-hmm. And Devan could reach the pin, but I think he turned this over.
Yeah, it looked like he stood it up a little too much and hit that tree.
Yeah, it did, didn't he? And looking at Paul's shot, looks like a star rock. That is looking tasty.
That was it as far as I would throw a destroyer.
Right? Or farther than I'd throw a destroyer.
Great shot.
Wow. Came up quite a bit short on his first round with a Star Destroyer, so I think he went something a little more glide this time.
Yeah.
And Simon's going to finish a little bit left, but within his putting range. I don't know if you saw our podcast, but I think that's the disc he stole from his brother's bag in Germany.
Really?
Yeah. I think the MD2, I want to say, or something like that.
Nice.
If it's not a putter, it's that mid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at Devan's third shot.
Nice clean up shot for the for the par.
Yep. Up shots are important when it gets windy too, man. You don't want to be putting.
Yeah, that headwind got him.
It sure did, didn't it? Lifted it just too much. God. Zach, 3 up, 3 down.
Very nice.
Dude can play. This is actually my first time watching him play.
Yeah, this is our first time filming him.
Oh, cool. Always good to see new people, you know?
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting. And it's even better when Paul and Simon are also on the card. And Dio dropping in a par along with Simon. And that was Paul with a dropping birdie, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. And Zach not messing around. Oh, did Zach take? Oh, yeah, Zach did take a 4 there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. that first tree hit.
That's right.
Yep. We're on to hole 4, 640-foot dogleg right. And once it doglegs, it goes really downhill. And there's OB left. And there's OB long.
Pretty dangerous landing zone down there.
Yeah, that green is treacherous. So all left of that gutter there is OB. And then getting past the sidewalk. Paul going Star Destroyer on a big old Sky Annie.
These are always fun to try to watch in the sky with a camera.
Yeah.
And those palm trees are like disc magnets.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
It's hard
Actually,
to get
got through most of them at least.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of luck he's left with. And it's shaped for a lefty, but it's actually not an easy lefty hole. Because if you throw a hyzer, it's going to spike down and not carry as far as you want. Mm-hmm. Pretty good toss from Zach, though. Yeah, looking at Devan. So he throws a hyzer flip with something a little bit understable, you could tell. Kind of flipped up.
Yeah, it has a little slower fade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And Simon, this guy throws pretty good Sky Annies. That's the word on the street anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's crushed.
Man.
Huge shot. Gets a late fade he probably didn't want.
Kind of dumped out there, but it's still safe.
It is, yeah. It's actually a little bit open over there if you're not directly behind one of those trees. So yeah, it looks like he's got pretty good light right here.
Wide open. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, is this Michael filming right here?
I know Michael's at the bottom of the hill, but I just don't remember the line being so clean.
Gotcha. And I believe that was Zach throwing a forehand lefty shot.
Yeah.
And
right up to the basket.
What touch? Beautiful. Looks like Paul's going Nova.
Man,
Ooh, getting a little more.
Things look pretty good.
He does, man. They end up real close to the basket whenever he throws them.
They just sit straight down.
They do, don't they? Kind of a cool disc to have in the bag when you need something to really get down and sit. And look at Devan's second shot. Got to give himself a putt for birdie, which we are looking at right now. It's a little bit of a right to left. Oh man, he smashes putts.
Yeah, he had to hit that one. I think the OB is right behind it. It's hard.
Yeah,
to
you're right.
That.
Yeah, it definitely would have gone. Simon also making a nice putt. Shaking his head.
He knows the ones he's like, oh, that maybe shouldn't have gone in, but
yeah,
we'll take it.
Exactly. Paul straddles around that tree and squeaks it over the cage.
Nice.
Yep.
It's amazing to get that much power out of that straddle.
Right? And Zach, how about that upshot?
Make it look easy.
Yeah, he is. Paul is, 4 holes, 4 birdies? Yep.
Yep, 4 down on the round.
Yeah, Zach's only missed 1. Paul has that 3-stroke lead and is going to bring us to hole 5. It's an original pin from the original course here. Oh, we're close to original anyway. It's like a slight Annie up the hill. Everything short of that gutter is OB. And there is OB behind the basket as well. It's not too far. Definitely comes into play. Paul going Metal Flake T-Bird 3 on an Annie. That's pretty good. You get a late kick right there?
Yeah, I think those roots kind of come into play if you hit them a little too early.
Gotcha. And Zach going, I like this flex forehand. Cool shot.
And then...
Oh, no. No.
Terrible luck.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he was probably 15 feet away from the basket when he hit that tree.
And it's still rolling. Insult to injury.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hard to watch. Ooh, Devan flirting with that tree with the same lefty line.
That was a nice line, though.
It was, wasn't it? Dang. Putt for bird. And Simon. Getting real close.
There it is.
Yep. He's pretty good. Looking at Zach's third shot after the most ridiculous rollout I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
That was painful. Looking at Paul for birdie. That's 5 for 5.
Well, what do you expect?
Yeah. Freaking Paul McBeth, man. Oh, man. Derek from the West Coast Disc Golf Championships. Mm-hmm. And Paul went 8 birdies in 9 holes. And someone complained that I was being too nice to Paul. I was like, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, you know, like put him down so maybe bring him back to earth or something.
Yeah,
Like, what
I guess so. It's hard to when he birdies everything, man.
Yeah.
Simon making a nice putt for birdie. Now it's gonna be Zach for a 4?
Let's see. I think it might be a 5. He took the upshot and then putt forward.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Oh, unfortunate right there. Yeah, that was a 5. Paul is 5 down on the round and has what, a 4-stroke lead. And we're on to hole 6. Dogleg left, 689 foot par 4. That's straight 90 on the dogleg, and the second shot, the hill. I'm sorry, the basket is on a really steep hill.
Yeah, but they did install that nice friendly backstop.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fair little touch, you know? that doesn't punish you too bad. And so Paul's drive right here, and when I've seen him play this before, he tries to get all the way down the hill on his first drive. I don't know if you look. Oh yeah, he was trying that again. It looks like.
You get around most of it. As long as you don't roll all the way down, it's actually sets you up pretty good for the next shot.
Yeah.
You can see some raindrops coming down too, starting.
That's no bueno. Oh yeah,
things to come.
Getting Mike's camera. And Simon throwing a big old hyzer.
Yeah, we've seen him do that before.
Yeah, just a couple times. That's pretty perfect placement, though, honestly.
Great spot to be.
Yeah, the up-top shot. And Zach also going lefty forehand, like Devan. Squeaking it around those trees. And again.
Man. Got the most out of that skip.
Sure did. This is a tough lefty backhand approach shot, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, you have to hang it out wide. You can't let it go too soon because that backstop is only so long.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And it's still a little bit short too.
Yeah, I thought that was actually long, but yeah, it's a pretty big second shot. Oh, Zach's going forehand to Annie, and that just turned over.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
No, that is O to the B.
Bad luck. 2 holes in a row, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. And Simon throwing a little touch shot, probably is P2.
They try to hit that left side so the skip rolls it back down the hill.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Works out pretty good.
Could have a death putt when he's got a putt. And Paul going hyzer.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't really visualize him doing that. And then obviously he kind of cost him a stroke, but maybe he just wasn't comfortable going right at it. So
yeah, he might not add a line through those trees. Ooh, he was kind of running that, wasn't he?
Yeah, and that's where the backstop comes into play.
Yeah. Looking at Zach's, fourth shot?
Fourth shot. Just for the layup.
Yep, simple to save 5. And this is Devan for birdie. Dang.
Beautiful.
Huge putt again.
He's just lasering them and they're sticking.
Right? And that was like an inch over the basket rim.
Yeah, and a little bit left.
Uh-huh. Ooh, Simon with a nice birdie. I was stuck off that. It's a good birdie to get. Not everybody's going to get it.
Yeah.
And Paul coming back up the hill for his par. Nicely done.
He doesn't seem too upset. 5 holes.
No.
First 5, he got him.
Yeah. First par on the course, right? And Zach making his 5. Probably not stoked off that. That was a tough second shot there.
Yeah.
Looks like Paul's lead is 3 over Devan, who's having a pretty good round too. He's 4 down.
Yeah, he's been kind of just sitting back. Doesn't seem as flashy, but the score is very similar.
Exactly true. Made some big putts though. We're on to hole 7, 705-foot par 4. First shot is through a double mando downhill low ceiling, and then you're left with the second shot onto a slope green again.
Yeah, you basically just try to force it as far as you can get down that gap for your second shot.
Yeah. Oh, but this tee shot, it ruins me.
Yeah.
Did you throw it when we played it?
No, we played the front 9 that day when I went with y'all, so we didn't actually I never actually got to throw this hole, but all I had was my Central Coast rock, so I probably wouldn't have made it very far anyways.
Not so much. I believe Paul's going Thunderbird right here. A little hyzer flip line. Oh yeah, that'll work. Yep.
Pretty consistent. I saw him do that more than one round.
Yeah. This tee shot is no joke. Zach getting some pretty good skips for not the greatest shot. And going backhand on his second shot, hanging out over the road. There is OB extreme right, which came into play the first round.
That's not a bad shot for a short drive.
Yeah, not at all. Should be able to get up and down for his par. And then, there's people taking worse score than that.
Mm-hmm.
And the other lefty, Devan Owens.
And that thing just got a really big flex.
Oh, wow. It did, didn't it?
And no chance.
Headwind or something, or?
I guess it's some kind of gust. It looked good at first and just flexed really
right?
late.
Yeah, it got some really late flip.
Simon actually clipped that first tree on that hyzer bomb, so it
really?
killed a lot of the distance. He was just kind of back there laughing at himself, knowing he had all that room to throw the hyzer, and he still hit the first tree.
Oh, that's too funny. Just outside the circle, though, he'll have a putt.
Yeah.
And Paul goes long on his second shot, which are Paul McBeth problems on this hole. And Devan's fourth shot to get up and down for his 5. Should be able to do that with that. And is it Zach for a birdie?
Yeah, I guess so. That was his third shot.
Yeah. Ooh, Simon's putt just got a little bit soft on him. And Paul is coming back towards the basket with a tailwind putt for birdie. Oh, man.
Yeah, and took that right out of his hand.
Yeah, it sure did. Tailwind, man. You gotta put some oomph on those things.
Yeah.
And they just act like a rock. And not the Innova kind. Because those have tons of glide.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. There's Paul taking the rear par. Devan taking the lone bogue. After that OB second shot. And we're on to hole 8, which is uphill. OB left, OB right of the gutter. Then there's roped OB left. And there's also OB long, I believe, Jonathan?
Oh, yeah. And we saw Katrina's... What was that? Her putt, I guess, right on first round rolled all the way back out.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
It's not a very friendly green, I guess you could say.
It definitely is not. It looks like Simon almost kind of laid up right there, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure what happened. I mean, it's just tough because you don't want to throw it too high and let it fade back up the hill. It'll be left.
Yep.
And look at Paul's. I mean,
ooh.
That's about as close as you want to be.
Uh-huh. Those little flags are whipping, man.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up.
Did it right here?
Yeah, here pretty soon. We'll be wishing it was like this.
Uh-oh. Oh, Zach has such a tough lefty green.
And it's so fast, too.
Yeah. I almost think they should throw a forehand on this one. Like a flex forehand.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I guess it's 400 feet uphill, though. Oh, it's really coming down. Oh, man.
We still ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, man. Oh, Simon just doing the smart thing, laying up for par. And that tailwind. Devan with a little tailwind putt. Oh, my goodness. Just crushed that disc.
It's so hard to read. It's disgusting.
Right? Paul for birdie. Oh, man. Sit. Oh, at least it's sad.
I mean, if he didn't hit that flag, that could have easily just rolled all the way down the hill.
Oh, totally. Oh, Zach trying to save his par after an OB drive. Not so much. Simon coming back for his par. A little high, but goes in.
Yeah, he's happy with that par.
Yeah. And Paul is also happy with this par after that putt.
Yeah.
Zach hustling to tap in his bogey and get out of the rain.
Before the wind picks up again.
Oh, man. This was in California, right? Wasn't it? What's it from, like, North Dakota or something? Or?
Yeah, I think we brought the weather with us or something because everyone kept telling us, oh, it never rains. It never rains.
It never does.
It's the worst round I've ever filmed in the rain. Here, a couple holes.
Really? Oh, my God, man. It's so unlucky.
Rough.
Oh, man. Speaking of rough, though, hole 9, par 4, but the rough part is this green right here, Jay.
Look at the OB markings.
Yeah, out of control. Short, right, and long. Like, good luck.
And the landing zone is on a hill, so you never know what's going to happen there.
Yep, totally. So that gutter, right of that gutter is OB, which is why you see people not really... Oh, whoa. Try to get way that far out there. Paul hit a tree.
He did.
Sniper branch. And Do.
The lefties seem to get way more distance on this hole because they're able to flex over the hill and then come back down without going too far right. OB.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the righties have to just throw hyzers or flat at the most. They're getting greedy. Oh, Zach. Where did that? Oh, that flipped a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it flipped pretty good for him.
Yeah. So looking at Paul's second shot. Oh, he ripped that.
He's going for it.
He is, isn't he? Dang.
Made it.
Good second. That's a smart second shot. You know, he's playing for the big fat part of the green.
Yeah.
Not getting too greedy. Simon throwing a spike hyzer, which is a great shot, and he shows you why.
Throwing out over that OB.
Yeah. A little dangerous in that regard, but at least you know it's going to stop when it hits, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Zach. If you miss, you got to miss long, Jonathan.
Exactly. Just end up behind it and just make an easy comeback, which is what Devan's going to be doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because if you miss short, you're left with this.
Definitely cost him an extra stroke playing it like that.
Mm-hmm. But at least he's going to get up and down from there. Paul still has a birdie putt. It's right at OB. Oh, man.
I mean, where was the grass that caught that disc?
What? That was a world champ stick right there.
Anyone else is easily skidding out of bounds because
easily.
I don't know, maybe hit like a grasshopper or something. That
was impressive. Well, a nice par save from Devan Owens, though.
Yeah.
Right? There's that stroke you were talking about that Zach lost by playing it short. Simon, I believe, with a birdie. And Paul coming back for his par. Nicely done. And this would be Zach for, what, a 5?
Believe so. He's had a rough past few holes.
Well, huge thanks to Boom for sponsoring you guys, right?
Oh, yeah. Man, they make some great stuff. We got a fresh run of hats and already sold out of them the first couple days. And
did you? Awesome, man.
A whole new batch, so.
Thanks, man. Josh is the coolest dude.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Great company, great guy. So hole 10, 371-foot par 3. There's OB to the right of the gutter / trench thing. If you could throw far, you throw a backhand hyzer. I guess if you're right-handed, though, too, huh?
Yeah.
Got to add that stipulation on this card.
Yeah, the righty line hyzer is definitely there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Simon hung it out wide. That is OB. Dang. I mean, you're definitely playing with it, though, you know, when you're throwing that hyzer line.
Yeah, I mean, we know Simon could easily outdrive that, and he just showed that. And, of course, now the rain's coming down, grip's probably getting a little iffy, and Paul didn't seem to have much trouble with it on that one.
Nah, he threw his champ monster pretty close. Tough lefty hole, though, actually. Yeah. Because you're skipping towards the OB, right?
Yeah, and Devan he played the safe line, and it stood up too far and knocked him down a lot sooner than he wanted. Yep.
Zach going forehand, trying to copy that righty backhand hyzer line.
Looked pretty good.
That was tasty. Nice. Solid forehand. This is Simon's third shot. Looks to be just laying up for a 4. I maybe give that a half go.
Yeah.
Yep. And Devan's second shot, definitely laying up for a 3.
Yeah, you'll see these guys trying to play a little more conservatively now that oh, man. That was terrible.
Oh, Zach. Getting all the wrong kinds of metal right there. Oh, good force save from Simon. I don't know what he was doing so far from the basket in the first place, though. Come on, Simon.
Yeah.
Paul coming back for his birdie. Nice work there.
That monster he's throwing this season, it's working out really well for him.
I know. I keep telling everybody, go buy monsters now. before
he's gonna have his signature on it.
it next year, and they're gonna be more expensive, you guys. You gotta get all those OOP monsters. You're rich next year. I'll take my cut too. Yeah. So Paul's 6 down, still doing work even when it's wet. And we're on to hole 11, 410-foot par 3 uphill, and it kind of flattens out. And I heard this is one of the least birdied holes, Jonathan, which makes sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, off the tee, you can't see anything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see. It's just these guys are taking that big any line, that right-hand any line, just because you can't see the basket. And they're just trying to air it out, and Paul just cut rolled his too early.
Oh, he did not. Wanted some late fade. He didn't get.
Going the wrong way right now. It's still rolling.
Is it really? Wow. Yeah, I've seen people go up the middle, but it's such a it's a tight window.
Yeah. The only person I recall seeing make the middle line look good was KJ.
Yeah, very true. Devan looked pretty good, but Zach too low. It's such a weird shaped shot.
Yeah, it is. And there's Simon doing his thing.
Yep, big old Sky Annie. You almost have to throw uphill with the nose down, I think. So the shape overcomes the trajectory eventually. Zach going lefty forehand. Well, he's always going lefty, but he went forehand. I filmed an ambidextrous player at Wintertime Open.
Really?
Yeah, Chris Horn. He's throwing backhands all day, lefty and righty. It was crazy. Looked natural both ways. That was Paul's second shot. Just landed for a par. This is Simon giving a little half go. But
yeah, anything outside the circle when it's raining is always going to be that much more difficult.
Yeah, that footing gets weird. The wind gets weird.
You got to decide if you can trust your grip or convince yourself that it's going to be the exact same.
Exactly.
Just outside the circle, that was a great putt.
That was to save a par, I want to say.
Yep.
And Simon coming back for his par. And Paul and Devan dropped in for pars. Paul's lead was like 5 over Simon and Devan. And that's going to bring us to hole 12. 358-foot downhill shot. And the basket's it's tucked in behind this tree, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. It's a weird look. I mean, people look like they park it and it's short, and they look like, and then the next guy throws deep. It's like...
Yep. Yeah, really tough green to stick. Paul was throwing this forehand hyzer with his... I'm pretty sure that's a McBeth Star Destroyer.
Yeah, and see, it still went deep, He
it did, yeah.
And then it just rolled down a little bit.
Wow. We got Devan going lefty. Actually, pretty lefty hole. They can just throw this backhand hyzer line.
Yeah, pretty much what Paul just did, except for you would think they'd just be a little more comfortable with it.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
Pretty deep.
He went way deep, yeah. About 60, 70. And Zach looking to copy that, but do a little bit better. Gets it up there.
Ace run.
Wow. Almost smashed it. And Simon going right up the middle.
Yeah, he was going right at it the couple times I saw him throw it. It's just tough to get all the way through there, but that one looked pretty good.
Yeah, sure did. And Devan coming back towards the pin. Looks like Devan put on a jacket. Looks like everybody put on a jacket.
Yeah, it's coming down now.
Yeah. Ooh, Paul with a tailwind putt. Oh, no.
He's just getting poured on. Oh, man, it was rough right here. This is probably... I mean, look at that.
Oh, no. Shorts and t-shirt? What was it, 55?
It probably felt more like 45. It was... Yeah. We were pretty freezing at this point.
Oh, my God. This is nasty. You want to give a shout-out to your umbrella caddy?
Oh, yeah.
That Michael didn't have.
Saved my life. Yeah, I felt so bad because I had an umbrella and I was like, oh, Michael's a champ.
Mike,
for sure.
We gotta give Michael some love in the comments for filming in his shorts, and a t-shirt, and that. That guy he's a warrior.
And you try to keep the lens clean and wipe it off. After a while, the rag is just soaked, so it's not doing you any good, but just smearing everything and.
Oh, brutal. Speaking of brutal, though, hole 13.
Hole 13 is definitely brutal, and in this weather, it just does not help anything.
Yeah, this island green is like the most ridiculous island green ever. It's maybe like 12 feet deep.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, I don't envy the people playing this right now. Like,
No.
I mean, I don't even think I could play this when the weather's nice without going OB a couple times.
Absolutely. So anything right of the trench or short of the trench is OB. And there's a drop zone off your drive, and then you're playing OB rules. After that, that's OB. Unless it gets the craziest skip I've ever seen.
And
Did it?
You got it.
No way.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That was the craziest skip you've ever seen then, I guess.
That was the craziest skip I've ever seen. Way to make me wrong, Zach. That was great. And Simon squeaking through the trees. It's a tough look from over there.
Oh, yeah. It's not pretty.
Really low ceiling. Paul is going forehand with the Star Destroyer. Oh, no. He's not stoked, Jonathan.
No. Understandably so.
Yeah, it looks like he crossed over the island, though.
Yeah, I think they're giving him that corner he went in.
Gotcha. Yeah, you definitely want to, again, err on the side of long on this one. Because you can pretty much always make your putt. And look at it. Simon's second shot, playing the skip. Ooh. Wow.
Can't do much better than that.
Ah, that was a great shot from Simon. Really, really creative with that low ceiling. And Zach going forehand. That'll play.
Nice. That is such a tough shot to execute.
Isn't it? I mean, look how deep this green is. It's ridiculous.
And look at that. You could almost get a rollout hitting that the wrong way, even on just a pitch up.
Oh, yeah, very easily. Devan makes his, I believe, par. Paul's going to be taking a bogey. This is Simon for birdie. In the pouring rain.
I can't make a 5-foot putt in the pouring rain, so. And especially as chilly as it was.
I can't even play in the pouring rain.
You can't feel your hands.
No.
I mean, me and Michael were worried about whether we were hitting record or not at some point because we couldn't feel our hands. You know, it doesn't look super cold right here, but when you're soaked after an hour of this, it's...
And you're not wearing a jacket. That doesn't really help.
I mean, why would you? California, it never rains.
Yeah, it never rains, man. About that. Paul's leads down to 3 after that hole. And we're on to hole 14, par 4, 574-foot dogleg left. I've seen cut rollers, seen backhand hyzer skip shots low. Looks like Zach's going forehand, which makes sense when you're lefty. Ooh.
Yeah, put it a little skinny there.
Yeah, it did. A little cut in earlier than he wanted. And Simon going for that skip. Whoa, that was cool.
He wanted to get down and it caught that tree.
Yeah, it looked neat, at least. Had that going for it. And Devan, maybe roller? Or just an Annie? Oh, yeah, just an Annie.
Yeah, Annie wanted to get higher, and it just... Thankfully, though, it didn't cut roll too much. Paul literally just walked out from under his umbrella and threw this drive. I was like, almost not even ready.
That is funny.
Look at that skip, though. That thing skipped 50 feet.
Yeah, it was like a stone on a pond, man. You probably got like 11 skips on that one. Yeah, that was Devan, right? Where's that, Zach?
That was Devan.
Devan, yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of flicks it a little bit too much. So, in wide right.
Gotcha. Simon taking a hyzer line at this, which I didn't know there was. And gets pretty close.
Found it.
He did. It's a really fast green with all that pine straw.
Yeah.
And the low ceiling, it really skips on through.
Paul thinks stone is McPro rock.
Yeah.
KC maybe, but. And this is actually Zach's third shot. We did miss his up shot.
Okay.
All the chaos, but.
Yeah.
He's just laying up for that par look.
I'm impressed you guys got any shot in this.
Yeah, we weren't all sitting at our desks and staying dry like you.
Paul for birdie. Ooh, squeaks it in.
Man. Look back.
Yeah, that's what do they call that? The cat that caught the fish. I don't know. Zach, not so much for 4. Or sorry, that was for 3, wasn't it?
That was 4.
Oh yeah, that was 4. Yeah. Devan making a bird. Simon for par?
Probably. I don't think anybody birdied. I want to say that was Devan's 4 too.
Was it?
Like I said, that hole was pretty crazy to keep up with.
Yeah.
Paul's only with the bird. That's what it was.
Well, only one with the bird, yeah. He's got that 4 strokes over Simon. And that is going to bring us to hole 15. I see a lot of backhand rollers off the tee anyway. We'll see what the lefties do. Par 4, 607 feet. So it's pretty flat, then goes up this hill, then flattens out again. Your second shot, if you're off to the right, it's really encumbered by all these trees. So you'll see people try to get off to the left a little bit. Paul going to Star Destroyer roller. Looks like a pretty good angle. Oh, yeah.
And just cut right up that hill. It's pretty consistent, surprisingly, with that shot through the rounds.
Absolutely. And Simon, I gotta imagine, also laying down a roller. Yep. I believe he throws FDs. Did that hit a tree?
I think it hit a tree or a root or something because it caught a weird kick as soon as it hit the ground.
Sure did. Devan looks like he's gonna play an air shot here. Oh no.
90 degrees the other way.
It stays in bounds though, right?
It stayed in.
Wow. Looked like it was gonna just crush right out of the street. And Zach also piping it up the middle. He stayed clean for the most part there. Actually, that was a nice kick too.
Golly, that kick.
Wow.
Helped a lot.
Sure did. And Devan not playing for the tee. Look like he's gonna throw off the tee pad.
I know,
for a
it almost
second.
looks like he was teeing again.
Yeah. And he looks like to be a little bit short right with that second shot. Looking at Simon's second shot, and really tough. If you're not on top of the hill.
I mean, there's such a skinny little gap to hit, and he just threw a little too high.
Yep.
There's that monster again, right?
Yeah, I think that was a Star Destroyer.
Oh, that one was the pink one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He has a pink Star Destroyer in his bag. I thought it was his monster too, and he corrected me.
Oh, either way, he makes the most of it.
Yeah. I believe that was Devan just laying up. Was that his drive?
No, that was his. He just threw his third shot.
Gotcha. And looking at Zach.
Just outside the circle.
Yeah. Ooh.
Man, that's 2. You don't see many outside the circle putts in these conditions.
No,
He was
definitely not.
making it look good.
Sure it is. Simon with a nice putt right there. I believe he's taking a par save.
Yeah, it should be par.
And a McBeast for a big birdie. God, make it look easy.
Very easy hole for him.
Yeah, it was. You get that first roller down off to that left, and you should be able to do it, which he definitely capitalized on it. Looks like that was also a birdie for Zach. We're on a hole 16, par 3, 341. It's dead straight through this gap, and then the basket's kind of guarded by this tree. OB obviously into the softball fields. And pretty intimidating tee shot, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit that gap so nice and then do this. I mean, that thing just skips forever all the way along that backstop.
Yeah.
And there is OB back there.
Is it really?
He found it.
Oh, wow.
It punished a good drive.
Yeah, I think it was Diego right there playing flagman, and Zach, he was in a hurry.
He's just like, all right, we're almost done with this round.
Yeah, where's an umbrella? Somebody find me an umbrella. And Devan did the same thing. The lefties are all together. And Simon throwing a flex shot. A little too much Annie, though.
Yeah, it stabled up in time, though.
Yeah, it did. Oh, well, give himself a putt. Devan going back to the forehand. Hoping to skip it in towards the basket.
I want to say that one went a little deep.
Yeah, the heads were turning. And Zach looks like also a little deep right, but
safe
inbounds. Yeah. Ooh, Simon could have got a lot of strokes right there, but still be taking a par. And Devan for his par, gonna be taking a bogey. And looking at Paul to save his par after his OB drive. Not so much.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah, it was. He made one from their first round, I want to say.
Yeah, I remember that. We were caught up with y'all, and he made that.
Yeah, that's right. And Simon makes his par comebacker. And I believe everybody else is going to be taking bogeys, right?
Yeah, this hole is definitely challenging for most of the card.
Yeah. KJ absolutely parked it the first day.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful shot. I believe it was Star T-Bird. Paul, 6 down, maintaining that 6 down throughout the rain, not really going too much up or down from there.
Yeah.
But I imagine nobody really is.
Huge shout out to Stuart Mullenberg, Flight Wrecker, for lending us those headshots for our new scoreboard there.
Yeah, they look great, don't they?
Helped out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the pictures look good. Their scoreboard looks awesome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. We got a Simon Lizotte on hole 17, so it's a peninsula fairway onto an island green. So there's OB left, right, and long, and then you're thrown onto like basically a putting circle green, Jonathan.
Yeah, this one's just all strategy.
Yeah, it is.
It's not about who can throw the farthest at all.
Exactly. You and I could get there in 2 throws.
Yeah.
But just in the right spot is what you got to worry about.
Exactly.
Paul threw his champ monster on a little forehand line. Zach matched that with a lefty throw. And Devan looks like he's throwing a putter right here. Probably like a harp or something like that, I want to say, possibly. Mm-hmm. And looking at Simon's second shot. Throwing an Annie putter shot. Ooh. Too much Annie, Jay.
Not enough glide.
Yep. And Paul. Was there like some wind on this one?
I don't know. Like, it's crazy because you think they would both, if anything, go be right or deep or something.
Yeah.
But they both shorted it. It's tough.
Maybe like a little bit of a right to left, just kind of killing those Annies.
Mm-hmm.
And
even the lefty.
Yeah.
That's tough, 'cause the rain and wind had died down. That's what was so surprising about how they all were struggling with this upshot.
Yeah, it looks like, oh, Devan. Oh, no. So everybody missed the green. And so they're all playing from the drop zone on their, fourth
the drop
shot
zone's
then?
down there at the bottom of the hill between the two.
Yeah, it should be a pretty easy up and down.
Yeah.
Simon gets it real close. Paul can do the same. That'll play. Still some spectators out there in the rain. You gotta love it. That's dedication. And Devan with a perfect up, and Zach looking to match. Oh. Yeah. It's not too far back there, that OB line.
Yeah, it's pretty skinny in that back corner.
It sure is. Zach makes his 5, fortunately. Simon's dropping in his 5, along with Paul and then eventually Devan.
Wow. That was...
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Spoiler for our video, the entire chase card missed the island too.
That is insane.
Yeah, top 8 players in the tournament all missed the island on day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just eating strokes.
And hole 17 came into play again after.
Yeah, that's right.
Another spoiler, but.
Yeah, you'll have that. Well, that's not quite a spoiler, but it's exciting. It's an exciting finish there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on to hole 18. Simon has the box. Most backhand righties go and wrap that little gut right there, which Simon.
Yeah.
That'll play.
The grass is all wet, so it kind of, if you just pump it down there, it'll sit.
Mm-hmm. Paul is throwing a Tasmania PDX, that new disc. Threw it pretty well.
Seems to be working well for him already.
Yeah. I think Ricky, he was throwing backhand rollers on this hole. Did you film him at all doing that?
Maybe fun around. I'm not. No, I don't think he did that the last. No.
No? Okay. And Devan taking, which I thought Zach would have thrown, but
yeah,
made it work.
Right, he threw the lefty sidearm, didn't
he? Yeah, he did. He threw really well.
Mm-hmm.
So can't fault him for picking that. Nice putt with Devan.
Great finish.
Yeah,
he had some really good outside the circle putts today.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, kid can bank some putts. Simon kept a little bit short, but makes his birdie putt, no worries. Wow, that storm just came in and then just kind of bailed, huh?
Yeah, sun came out hole 18. Go figure.
Really? No way. What a day.
What a day indeed.
I bet Michael was happy for that son.
It was not an easy go for him.
I can see him smiling behind that camera right there.
I think we just can't wait to eat at this point.
Awesome, man. Well, Paul doing some serious work right there. 5-stroke lead. But we got a different lead card round 3, right?
Yeah, we replace the bottom two. The KJ and Ricky are rounding out the lead card. Fun.
How cool of a card is that right there?
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun to watch.
Well, Jonathan, thanks for having me on, man. Tons of fun.
Thanks for being on. It's always a pleasure.
Good times, good times. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Jonathan, thanks for having me on. And we'll catch you guys around.